Good day, everybody. It's Trent Klarenbach with the Klarenbach Grain Report. Today is October the 31st, 2025. Greg reached out to me today asking me about cattle, whether his son should sell some cattle, whether his son should buy some cattle, or whether his son should feed more cattle, what they should do with their cattle. Let's take a look at the cattle markets here, look at the charts and get some sense of where the prices could be going. The first chart we'll look at here is the feeder cattle futures chart. This is a weekly chart, and you will recall I had this red line drawn here at 349. We break below 349, then my previous analysis was suggesting to take risk off the table and do some pricing. So of course, we had the Trump effect, these two nasty red candles the last 2 weeks, but we're finding support where we're supposed to from this anchored volume weighted average price from the week of June the 23rd. So we're finding some support there. I would not be shocked if we see a rally next week up to 350, and then we'll just reassess what happens from there. But this thing could be taking a bit of a breather here. As long as we're above 330, I don't think we get too bearish. And maybe if we get above 350, there's some opportunity again for us to replace some sales and commitments and go long in the futures market. But time will tell. Let's take a look at live cattle here, which is probably more what Greg's interested in. And you can see this trend line here. I won't show you where I drew this trend line from, but trust me, it goes back quite a long ways. We actually found some support here this week. Look at this candle wick on this week. We went down to that trend line, I would argue to these volume weighted average price levels, indicated by the blue and purple lines, and some buying stepped in. So we're back above, we're right at that lower level where I wanted to, I believe I suggested start taking risk off the table below 229, below 230. So we're back at that level right now. I like this candle wick that finished the week off here, but we'll see. We have to get really above 233 before we can become bullish live cattle. But this uptrend remains intact. We're above this moving average. We're above these volume weighted average price levels. We have to assume that the trend is going to continue in the direction it's been going, and that has been up. But time will tell. Each day, each week brings more news, more information, more data, and that will show up in the price. And really, just focus on the price. Only price pays. The news gets too noisy, in my opinion, and it just confuses us. We get emotional, makes it more confusing. The only known out here is what the price is, and the charts will show you that. My name is Trent Klarenbach, sunny in Saskatoon. Life's good.